communities, individuals, we need to be disciplined. And if there's anything we can do to respect these uniformed men and women, the better for us. How do I mean? We'll be sleeping in our homes, and some person somewhere out there are keeping watch to ensure that we are safe, we are alive. And yet, when we have any slightest opportunity, either there is fire in the night, we call them, and when they come late, we start attacking them. Whenever there is robbery within our facility, we put a call across, even in the midnight, 3 a.m. They come, we start abusing them. Why do they come late? And then even the military who volunteered, who have given their life all to save us, to fight whoever that will want to fight us. And whenever they come and they do one thing or the other, we turn around and start attacking them. If we continue in this order, you ask, what should the government do? If we continue in this order, already the government has given them power. But what I want to say, if we continue the way we are going, time shall come when you hardly find young men and women who will volunteer to be in this military. Because if they are not there, the nation is not safe. And then for the government as a body, we need to do so much to make sure that these people who volunteer their life, who have given their life to save us, that whatever is their welfare is good taken care of. Because most times why people even go around and say they're attacking them is because you see them conniving, doing this and the other. But if you have provided all the adequate welfare, all the necessary things they need in order to perform and perform very well, they may not even indulge into these small things that will lead people to begin to lose confidence in them. So government need to, the police, the army, whatever, all the uniformed men and women, government need to play their part because it's not easy. Not so many of us are even prepared to allow our children to enter army. Not so many of our children are prepared to even allow their children to enter police. And for those who have volunteered to enter all this paramilitary or military per se, they have already laid down their life to make sure that we are safe. And we need to respect them, and government must continue to provide for them so that they will be happy laying their life for you and I. That is what I think I want to contribute this afternoon.
All right, thank you for calling. Hi, Mr. Zion. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you. One is the recruitment process. Then number two, the kind of lectures and instructions given. Then number three, intelligence gathering before approaching scene of crime. That is one thing we lack.
Hello. All right, you might want to call back if you can. So we're discussing civilians attacking security personnel, be it the police, be it the military, be it NDLEA officials or NSCDC officials, or even firefighters. So I said when I started, just think about it for a few seconds, all right? And let's talk about the dangers that we might face if we continue like this, if this continues, all right? So just think about it, okay? If people would have that confidence, that audacity to actually attack the uniformed men, right? No matter the situation, what dangers are we going to face tomorrow if it continues? And then we could also talk about how we can stop it now, how we can make sure it doesn't continue. That's the conversation this afternoon. So whether you want to talk about how the military or military, paramilitary officials or personnel are trained and how they should conduct themselves, fine. How do we stop this from escalating, from going further, from happening over and over and over again? We're having pockets of these. How do we stop it from continuing? Braid is calling from Eliozu. Hi, Braid.
Hello, Constance.
Good afternoon, Braid. You're welcome.
Yes, good Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Go on.
The truth is that our system is a system failure. The failure of system, that is what is bringing this calamity. Now, if the officers and men were well equipped, provided the necessary gadgets to work with, I don't think we will fall into such menace. Because when it happens to one, and they use the necessary apparatus to detect whosoever that perpetrated that act and bring that person to book to serve as a deterrent to others. If you get to Western world, if you have been into one of these airports, if you see where a military officer comes to the airport, you look at the ovation that will be given to him. Sometimes somebody who has bought a ticket, who has gotten his seat, can even vacate that place for the officers to take his journey. When it comes...
Oh my. Please do well to call back if you can, Braid. 070-0923-0923. 070-0923-0923. For whatever reason, I can't access my WhatsApp portal right now. I mean, the thing logged out on its own. So, but hey, just keep sending those messages until I'm able to rectify that. All right. For your WhatsApp messages, you can send them to 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416. And remember, when you call in, we have a call screener. So, yes, you have to speak with a call screener first, and then you get to talk to me. Thank you. Then you can also head on to Facebook and drop a comment there, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, or you can tweet at Nigeria Info PH. All right, on Facebook, Ikechukwu Sterling says many consequences of attacking, killing security personnel by civilians. This is reason everyone, including the parents, should rise to the occasion of instilling good moral behaviors in their children to forestall this kind of incident in the nearest future. We knew too well that the aftermath of ill attack on security personnel always breed this ugly mood of ill treatment to the innocent citizens. That's from Ikechukwu Sterling. All right, we have Ben calling from Alaka here. Hello, Ben. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Constant.
You're welcome on board, Ben. I'm listening.
Yes. The issue at hand you are just saying, I'm very, very interesting. I've seen such things happening in my presence, even on the road, attacking police. But where number one problem I'm seeing is that the officers which is attacked, sometimes they do involve in all these things that make the indigene, either indigene or people around them, to have a handsome hold of getting them immediately. If not, if you are sent to a place and you concentrate, nothing will happen to you. I'm not saying that it's very good for them to be attacking officers. It's very, very wrong. So, for me, officers should concentrate on where they are working. They will take very control of what they are doing, and nobody will attack them. That's number one point. Then the issue again is in about the government we are working with. The government, sometimes, what they're supposed to do for them, they will not do it. And they have to take it into their hand, and by so doing, the so-called indigene will attack them. That is my take.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for calling. I like the part where he mentioned that, yes, of course, sometimes some of these things happen because some security personnel soil their hands. They get involved in illegalities. And so, yeah, people would attack them. And then on the other hand, he also gave a solution to that. If you're focused on your job, on your duty, if you're not looking to get involved in something illegal, then you would not make room for this kind of embarrassment or insults. But for the NDLEA officials, I mean, in that kind of scenario, I mean, these are, like I said, I just gave two examples from the news, current happenings, right? So one had to do with some military personnel who were said to have been involved in illegal oil refining. And then the other one, NDLEA agents who were out doing their job, arrested a man who they said was a drug dealer in that area. arrested him, and then the next thing, boys gathered, started throwing stones, throwing bottles at them. And before you knew it, they were able to free the man that they had arrested. So let's say that tomorrow the police is on the trail of some criminals, right? Thank you. And then they come into a place where they know is a hideout, and then people start attacking them. And next tomorrow, perhaps, who else now? EFCC. They're out on a raid and people attack them. Another day, NSCDC officials are at work and people are attacking them. NDLEA maybe again. What dangers do you think that would pose for our society, for you and I? And even for the security personnel themselves, if this should continue? And how can we stop it now before it gets so bad? Braid has called back. Hello, Braid.
Yes, so Constant. Sorry, the network is respecter of nobody.
Welcome back, Braid.
Constant, as I was saying, the truth is that the country also fails in providing them the necessary gazettes. As I speak with you, if they are working with some certain gazettes, sometimes even their pen should be able to record. Sometimes the vest they wear should be able to record. Sometimes the watch they wear should be able to record. And when they get those records, they could be able to apprehend those culprits. And it will serve as a deterrent to other people. And also, they should not also indulge in unnecessary things, standing on the road, taking money from people, bringing their self so low, and going to bunkering, sharing money with, they are also stooping so low to the public. And that gives morale to the public to attack them. So my take this afternoon is that they should be able to rise up and fight whatever incident that may come their way technically. And also the government should put every mechanism on ground for them to strive. That's my take. Thank you and God bless.
All right, thank you very much, Braid. And then on Twitter, let me see. What's your name? Chisara David says, through strong partnerships and engagements with various stakeholders and communities, by continually keeping the capabilities of security agencies relevant to effectively manage and deal with threats to our immediate environment and territory at large. What else are you saying? You say when you engage, that's a means of feedback. But over the years, the feedback mechanism... Oh, all right. 1, 2, 3. You have like 3 different messages. Sorry. You also say strong partnerships and engagements are keys to avoid civilians. To keep civilians from attacking the security personnel. Just some weeks ago, the MPF engaged with some youths believed to be elites about the state's governorship elections for safety of lives and properties. What did we see at the end? When you engage, that's a means of feedback. But over the years, the feedback mechanism has failed, and citizens now, in the bid to take care of themselves, resort to attacking the security men when they feel marginalized in their own view. That's from Chisara David on Twitter. All right, you can also head on to Facebook and drop me a comment there, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. And then I'm taking your messages as well on WhatsApp. So send those messages to 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416. I'll be right back after this commercial break. And of course, I'll still take a few more calls and read your messages. Just stay tuned. We're still discussing civilians attacking security personnel. And I'm asking you to tell me what you think the government can do to curb this rising trend. My name is Constance. Just stay tuned. Right, welcome back to the show. 12:56 right now, just about 4 minutes before the top of the hour, when we bring you the news, trending stories, and then afterwards we will continue with our conversation on civilians attacking security personnel and the dangers that portends, and of course what the government can do or communities can also do to put a stop to it. Right? So I remember what this man from what country now? Is it Kenya? Mulumba. I don't know. I had his name on my mind. Somehow skipped. But he said something about ownership of criminals. That's the way he put it. It's something people actually do in Africa. So there's this thing where we own the criminals. For instance, what happened at Mile 3? So these people have come to do their job, right?